Chuck Carstensen Remax results. If you're tuning into the live video, make sure to let me know if you're hearing my voice. I never know. I rarely do one right from my computer desktop, so I really know if I'm silent and you're just seeing my lips move or if it's all working. So I decided I wanted to do this one sitting down. It's not going to be that long, and I'm fine standing up, but just messing around a little bit. All right, so it's already, I remember there's my camera there. It's already almost the end of the first month in 2020. And for me, and maybe for you, it always seems to go super fast. And then people are wondering, a lot of the questions we get are how's the market? And today I sent out a lot of messages that the spring market for real estate is starting early. And in those messages, normally emails, I was sharing why that is. And number one is we're still, and you might have heard this even last year, still have low inventory in real estate, meaning there's not a lot of homes for sale. So even that it might not be super duper active here in January, but it's pretty active. We've had our most accepted offers that we've ever had in January as a team. But maybe there's not a ton of showings because not everybody's ready to buy a home in Minnesota when it's cold out. There's just lack of inventory. Not much is out there. So some of the listings that were out there for a little while are selling, and obviously new ones that are pretty good are selling. So there's low inventory. And even, end of the year, people take their homes off the market. Some of those people probably, if they'd have stuck around this month, would have sold it. And then number two, the interest rates are super low yet for FHA, USDA, those kind of loans, super low. So if you're buying, even that houses are up in money, when you compare to how much rent is, you're thinking, do I buy, do I wait? A lot of people are deciding, hey, I got to get off the fence and buy. And that's because the third reason is there's pent-up demand for buying, because there are some people who are thinking, the market's got to crash. It did before. It's got to crash. So I'm going to wait. They waited last year. They waited the year before. And then the prices keep going up. And now they're finally beginning to realize that the market is not going to crash because of the low inventory, because of the low interest rates. Might there be a slowdown in several months or a year or two? Yes, but it won't crash. It just level off or dip a tiny, tiny bit, and by then it went up enough where you're not way negative on your price if you're a buyer. So, and then if you're paying rent, that doesn't always make a whole lot of sense because then it's not your home. You can't do what you want with it, those kind of things. So hoping to make sure that a lot of people know about that, and that it means that if you're a seller, what's it mean if you're thinking about selling in the spring? Well, you don't have to wait till May, April, June. Every once in a while I'll talk to people like, hey, I'm going to wait till June or May. And it's like, no, you could probably list it now and sell pretty quick. And for sure, a lot of realtors advise their clients, and we've seen this the past couple of years, listing it right after the Super Bowl, which the Super Bowl is already Sunday. So if you're not ready to list right now, you're not going to be ready right after the Super Bowl, but we're taking some listings that we're putting on now or getting ready for after the Super Bowl, and that's a fine time to list because, like I said, there's not much out there in many areas. But what if you're a seller who wasn't even thinking about selling? Like, wow, Chuck, I'd like to sell, but I don't know if it would work for me. This is where we do our little plug. Like, you can reach out to us. We can do an analysis. Like, it doesn't make sense for you to sell. Maybe you think it doesn't, but then if you look and say you have $50,000 in equity because your home went up and the interest rates are super low, it might make sense. I had a client that closed a couple weeks ago, bought their home several years ago, had a bunch of equity and needed more land, and they're handy, so they bought a nice acreage property with more land, had more work to do in the house, but they're handy, and they could get into it and have close to a similar payment, and it made sense to sell now. And tons of examples of those kind of things. So hopefully that helps you a little bit in the real estate market. Please tag somebody if you think they should hear it, or comment, or ask questions, or message us if you need anything or have some questions for us that we can help you with. Even if it's not related to this particular topic, but it's real estate related, we can help you. We can probably help you with a lot of things, but this is obviously a real estate page. So have a blessed rest of your week and reach out anytime.